Hi, Taurus. Welcome into your reading. Sorry if it's a little echoey it's because I'm renovating this room. I'm making room for holiday guests. The holidays are coming up and I had to clean out this room, so I didn't realize how much junk was in here. It's echoing. But anyways, I'm trying something new on your readings. I bought this new deck called the Before Tarot, and here it is. Shows me your actions before you got to a certain place in time. And then we have the After Tarot, the decisions that you make and what's going to come after you make those choices. And sandwiched in between, and we're going to use this to clarify your reading, we're going to pull the cards to see what your situation is for the week. So we're looking into the second to third week of November. Tell me how you feel about this type of reading. Maybe we can implement it here and there because it does stretch out the reading a little further out. But yeah, let's see. All right, Universe Angel Spirit Guides for Taurus, what is their situation, please? All right, so you have the Seven of Pentacles. This is pause and reflecting. You're reflecting over someone or something where you have invested a lot of time, money, and energy, whether that's a relationship, a job, or a project that you invested in. So for me, sevens are a big fat pause. And when we are in a pause stage, it means because we don't know where that future is going with this situation. So that's what you're doing. And at the bottom of the deck, I see a little bit more of your intentions back here, which is the Fool. You're thinking of taking a risk, a leap of faith, and going out on your own, meaning sans that person, that relationship, that job. Let's continue and see what's going on, what's coming towards you. And for you, it's very interesting because these eclipses, they were pretty big. And now that you're going into this full moon and Scorpio season, I think you're starting to learn that all those life lessons that you had, Taurus, it was about how you might amend your feelings or thoughts to a certain situation, how you could be a little bit more flexible, but not just like with the people in your life, but with yourself, not being so tough on you, yourself, personally. So let's see what else is happening here. You're going to start to learn to stand up for yourself in the right way also, instead of just taking certain shit from others. And yeah, you're going to notice a whole new world coming your way. What's coming towards my Taurus, please? All right, I need more than the Page of Cups, please. What else is going on? It just tells me you're getting a message of some kind, but it's on a small scale. So it's like an email, a text message, on an invite. It's usually pleasant because it's in regards to your feelings and your emotions. But I think when you do receive this small little message, it starts to help you balance yourself because I think it's enough for you to go on something. Whether it's how to move forward with a person or, getting somewhere, right? Because the follow-up card that came out was Temperance, and that's restoring your balance, restoring your inner calm, your peace, pointing you in the right direction. Whatever this message is that comes your way, because it is in the future position, so let it play out for some of you guys before you start telling me that's not me. This is you if you're in a pause position. It's telling me that this message that's coming in is you're trying to see something from a different perspective. You're trying to see something from their shoes. And this is exactly what I just got done telling you about you going into Scorpio season with the eclipses and the full moon and blah, blah, blah. These all play a huge part and a huge role on your emotions and the actions that you take on your own personal feelings because you're changing as a person. You're transitioning. So there you are. You're implementing those things I was saying. You're looking at something from a different perspective. You're resisting and holding back from something or someone. And ironically, this helps you, this alleviates you actually. It releases roadblocks, obstacles, and challenges. But this text message that comes in alerts me to the fact that it's something for you to go on. Obviously, we're going to clarify these. So let's see what's going on coming towards you. That's a surprise. What doesn't Taurus see coming their way? Second to third week of November, please. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Somebody's rushing in to communicate something with you, unless you're the one doing it. No, I think well, maybe, yeah. You might have said, this is not, I don't want to say it's irrational, but it's definitely rushed. I don't even want to say spontaneous because that's more like the Knight of Wands. This is just some rushed communication that goes out. And it's like information that's neither here nor there. It's something that you hear and you have to process. Interesting because at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. So I don't know if you reply to this small message that comes your way and then you're waiting to see the results of what happens after that. Interesting. Can I have one more, please? Oh, shit. This is you taking a stand. What? Wow. You're like, peace out, mofo. I'm leaving. That's what you're doing. You're walking away, clear as day, whatever it is. You paused, you reflected, you thought about it, a message went out, you found your balance, you owned, you meditated, you pieced yourself out, and then you said to yourself, there you go. As a matter of fact, ciao, ciao, buckle out, I'm leaving. Because why? These cups are dry. There's nothing in there, and I'm fucking thirsty. Look at you. I don't know what you were thinking or how you're going to be thinking and feeling, but I think the eclipses are a big part of that. And you going into this full moon in Scorpio season, it's like you know yourself, like you know what you want and you need. And then it's like almost like a fog is being lifted, Taurus, for you, and you're just seeing things in a different perspective. And now you're sparking up. Now you're speaking out. You're really coming up to the surface. Interesting, because I was feeling and thinking before how, and this is more of an Aries thing, but I'm feeling it more for you, Taurus, even though it's not typically in your nature. It's like shit's happening around you, but you're now coming up to the level where you're saying, you know what, get out of my way. Taurus is going to show you how it's done. And that's what I see coming in your near future. Let me see what your advice is here. You're like, I can't be sitting here thinking and waiting and whatever. I gotta start doing things here. I gotta start taking action. Well, Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and wow, the Queen of Pentacles. First of all, you are the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're male or female. You know you're my queens. Kings are the incoming energy. This is you, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Queen of Swords, you could be also dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. That could be a thorn in your side. Others of you, this is in your advice position telling you these are the energies you need to capture. First of all, this is you. You need to come back home. Who are you? You're nurturing, you're loving, you're kind, you're caring. You're like a mama bear, you're a papa bear. You take care of everyone. That's your natural state of affairs, right? You're also very grounded. You're like that squirrel who saves all the nuts in the tree for like that cold winter day that you don't want to leave the fucking tree. That's you. You bring stability to everyone around you. In your advice, it's like saying, remind yourself who you are and what you do. Also, you do it in a way where it's logical and reasonable and fair for all parties involved. Because like the Queen of Swords, she'll lift the sword, but it's in a hold position. It's there for you to slice and dice or to put it down to have a conversation, but you're ready to use it. And that's what it's saying. In order for you to find your stability and find yourself to be grounded, you also need to reason and use your own personal logic right now when dealing with this certain situation. The Page of Pentacles is telling me there's something here you need to learn. Others of you, it's saying there's potential here for something, so give it its due process. So for me, this is like the learning card, the getting a new job and learning the ropes of the company, or getting into a new relationship and learning what's there, or hitting a brick wall and what's the next level, where do you go after that? So it is in a way of learning a certain situation. It's telling you how to behave with a certain issue you're dealing with. Don't forget who you are. Be logical, rational, and when you're doing your reasoning, be fair to all parties. There's something here to learn also. When we clarify, we'll see what's going on. Because it's saying you need to focus. You need to remain focused, regardless of all the shit going on in your energy and your external environment. Positive, negative, it don't matter. You need to stay focused, because if you fall down a deep, dark well, it's going to take you forever to climb the fuck out. And you don't want that. You really don't. All right, so let's see what the outcome is for the week. Why am I looking at the devil? That's also Capricorn energy there. Not a positive Capricorn, a negative one. And, you know, because sometimes I have Capricorns yelling at me, but why do you assume that the devil's always the Capricorn? I don't assume that if you're a Capricorn watching me. I assume that we all have positive and negatives. We all operate from glass half full or glass half empty. That's who we are. But every sign has an archetype. This is the negative Capricorn, so maybe it's not a Capricorn. Maybe it's somebody toxic. Maybe you have an obsession, codependency, fear of the unknown. This is like, you know, what we say, idle mind is the devil's lair. When the devil sees you idling over there, they are like, you know what, that's my space. I'm coming. So a lot of you could be reminiscing over the past and something that was toxic, or, you know, it is toxic for you. We'll see when I clarify what this is all about. Actually, give me one more for outcome, please, so we can best identify this devil situation. Here's you, the Empress, but it's crossing you. You're doubting yourself in a way. I feel like you guys, you know you are an Empress. You know your worth and your value, and you know what you can bring to the table, but I think sometimes you forget that. I really do. I don't know. I see you resisting something back here or being very, very defensive. It's like you're almost resisting this individual with love who wants to upgrade in your relationship. There's also a fire sign back here and a water sign. Wow, you guys are busy. Taurus, please. The Seven of Pentacles. What? Show me before, please. Show me before. This is a new deck I'm toying with. This is what we call the Before Tarot. I'll put it in the description box below. I'll find it somewhere on either YouTube, which will be on the site link, or from Amazon, because I know there's people asking me what these decks are. If you're interested in them, I'll just put them there for you. This isn't commonly used, but sometimes it helps you to know where you were before that brought you to today. And then we'll use the After Tarot, the actions you take, what will happen if you take those actions. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. Interesting. You put yourself in a self-imposed timeout, and that's why you're in this place of pausing and reflecting. You did this. You created this situation where you gave yourself a timeout. You retracted your energy. You're trying to make a wise decision, and maybe you're doubting yourself from making said wise decision. That's what brought you here, because you didn't feel like, I don't know, I feel like you left yourself vulnerable or open to a situation, and it didn't garner the results you were expecting. Now, let's see what the After Tarot says. Clarify Seven of Pentacles, please. I'm only doing it for Aries and Taurus this week, this type of reading. Let me know how you feel about it. If you like it, don't like it, could do without it. But anyway, let's clarify this. The Four of Pentacles, you're holding on to someone or something. And now you're trying to take action towards it by communicating with this person, going back and forth, maybe to see where you stand. I don't know. You're seeking some sort of justice here. Karma, correction, balancing the scales. If you thought you were done wrong or dirty. But, you know, this is why you're in this pause place right now. You had those eclipses for a reason, Taurus. And now, this full moon that we're about to enter, you're going to see the complete picture. I promise you. Look at you, spilling out these cups. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go in the future positions and see the Page of Cups and the Temperance. Please clarify before. The Emperor. Aries energy. Okay, guys. There's a blower outside, a leaf blower. I hope it's not picking up in the background. But before, it looked like some of you could have been dealing with an Aries, if not somebody that had a lot of authority, at least within your relationship, or somebody that was very powerful, or this was someone very authoritative. So it could have been your boss, or I don't know, even a father figure. Anyway, that's the before, and I could see from the bottom of the deck. Here you are, you've moved on or away possibly from this person because you might have felt betrayed. You tried a fresh new start in love. Before you did that, you were weighing your pros and cons and feeling super, super stuck. And there's your Seven of Pentacles, which happens to be right here. So, check this out. Look at this. New chapter. All right, so that's where you were before. And now there's a text message and you're trying to find your balance. Maybe you sent it, they sent it. Kind of feel like maybe one of you was like one of you said, hey, what's up? Kind of thing. I feel like could have been maybe you. And maybe they didn't respond and you leave. Let's see, continuing. After Tarot, please. Page of Cups and Temperance. Let me not presume. Yeah, I did feel like it was you a little bit because you're waiting to see the response. You're waiting to hear what they have to say or do. And you do have a lot of stress and anxiety, and you know this is not a fucking place for you to be. You know that, Taurus. You know that, your inner peace is the most precious thing to you. That's why you're trying to find your inner balance here with Temperance. Because this is no state of affairs to be in like this, right? You know that. So, let's clarify the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. What you don't see coming. It looks like a statement and then poof, you're gone. Please clarify this for Taurus. No. Wrong. Let's see before. Forget to do it because it's so new. Before, what led to these actions for it to be in the near future and present for Taurus? Justice. This is justice being weighed out. And this is a major arcana. So the scales are being corrected. You were weighing your pros and cons. And then there maybe was no result. And you're like, fuck this. I can't waffle the rest of my life. And so you leave. Or at least that's what your train of thought is. And the reason is because you're trying to get something fairly done for you. Let me have one more. Something happened and it balanced the scales. Yeah, you're like you got message. You got wind of something. You got, this messenger that comes in. It's like you got done waiting. And you turn your back and you leave. And there's the Knight of Swords again, but in reverse, where here it's upright. It was rushed communication. Now, let's clarify your situation that you don't see coming in the coming weeks. The Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I really hope you don't hear that outside. Sorry, guys. Oh, you wanted to come out? I'll let you come out. Yeah, the rushed thing that I was telling you about. The Knight of Wands, which is a little bit flaky, a little bit rushed, not thought out or planned. The universe is trying to help you here. Fates, actually. They're trying to turn the wheel of your life. You're a little stuck because your feelings are in this place of like, coulda, woulda, shoulda said this, done that. Something like that. In the meantime, you have these blessings behind you that you just need to focus on. I think you do. I think you'll come to the realization, but you're how can I say this to you, Taurus? I think you're looking at the negative end of it, right? Where you're seeing something, it is what it is, right? And I think that's what you're saying to yourself, and you're feeling a certain kind of way. But what I feel like it's the universe is trying to help you understand that this is part of the process. This is part of life. This is something that you need to do. It was something you needed to see to get it, for you to move on, right? Because here you are feeling out in the cold. Like, how far do you need to go, before you feel this way? Because this is a shitty feeling, the Five of Pentacles. Look at her, out in the cold. It's like the person, the last person to leave the club and the lights come on. You want to be that person? No. I get it. You'll do everything in your power to make sure something works out. Leave no stone unturned. There's a few signs that are like that, but you're starting to see those stones aren't turning. Just guilt and regret. Regret nothing. Regret shit all. Okay. You don't need to regret anything. Everything's a part of life. That's why this year was a huge year of spirituality for the whole collective. Now, your advice. Clarify why they need this advice from the before actions, please. The Two Queens and the Page of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, which I call the beggar card. It's like, please, give me some more. Give me some feelings. Give me a job, give me a promotion, give me money, But when it's in your advice, it's asking you, it's asking of you to do this. You doing some kind of handout. That's why you have the nurturing card, which is typically your archetype. But do it logically and rationally. Who deserves it? Who doesn't deserve it? Who to give yourself, because this is breadcrumbs, and you don't deserve breadcrumbs, so who deserves you? Who's going to honor you, Taurus? Something in regards to the King of Wands. Maybe you got to say something to this person, and they will understand you. Aries, Leo, Sag. It's a passionate sign. It's a fire sign if they're not an actual fire sign. But moving on. Let us see the Empress and the Devil. Before cards, please. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. So let's take a look at these cards. You couldn't juggle something, right? So you were like, I can't do this anymore. It's not sustainable. Got it. Ace of Swords. There was a conversation to be had, right? But it looked like somebody was trying to get one over on the other. Not like fool you, but like who was stronger from the set of the two of you, which is weird all in its own. Look at this card, right? King Arthur pulling out the sword and the crown and all that. It's like almost like a power grab kind of thing. I feel like you were trying to find your truth with this person. I think you were trying to find some honor in this situation. I think you also felt a little stuck. And then someone came along and took off your blindfold and told you, these swords, you can kick them down if you want, Taurus, because they're mental. They're in your head. Maybe you didn't think of a plan. Maybe you don't see things clearly, but this person comes along. And it's funny that they're dressed in black like this. Sometimes this reminds me of the Night of Death. Why do I say that? Because it represents to me transition, transformation. So it's like they're removing the cloak for you to see that you have to transition in a certain situation here. They're bringing you the truth. They're laying it all out there with this Ace of Swords. And then it's here where you thought, you know what? This person's right. I can't sustain this shit no fucking more. It's toxic, the Devil. And then you had doubts about yourself, which is false. Holy crap. I just turned over and I saw the bottom of the deck. Death. There it is. The dude dressed in black. Laying the old burdens to rest. I hope you guys stay to the end because I feel like the Oracle cards really wrap up the whole reading. There really is powerful messages in them. I can't find my Rebel deck. I feel like they ran away from me this week. That's okay. We'll still do the Oracles, the Wisdom House of Night, and the Romance Angels because, for those of you that are my members in the extended, we, deep dive in those and your person. So clarify the Devil and the Empress. You're getting a lot of these Libra cards, Justice, multiple times. But they're in the cross position, which telling me there's a struggle to find something fair and balanced in the situation. Like you feel like things are unfair for you. And they might be. They actually might be. Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Being single and stalking. So, I think you made a decision. I think you made up your mind. I think you moved on. I think now you also have doubts. And because you have doubts, you might be stalking. What's stalking? Sure, checking out their social media. But you want to see if you made the right call or the right decision. So we go out of our way to see how that other person is doing or what they're up to. Or did they start talking to somebody else? Did they start dating someone else? Are they having more fun without you? That's natural. We're all human beings. We all want to know this shit. You're not bad for doing that, but you're trying to get your information. And, you know, everybody does that to make themselves feel right, whole, because you're single here. And so you're sitting here thinking about these things. And this is why an idle mind is a devil's lair, because the devil sees you doing that. And you don't want to be stuck here. All right? Because I see you doubting yourself. Fuck no. You an Empress. Kings, Queens report to you. Remember that. Seeking your own wish fulfillment back here. You're getting there. You're getting there. It might not feel like that right now, but this year is wrapping up. And let me tell you, it's trying to bring in something whole for you. Taurus, please. Codependency. That's what I was saying before about the devil. Some of you were clinging on or holding on to this relationship because maybe you thought you weren't going to find something else. I don't know. We'll clarify and we'll deep dive in the extended. But that's why you also have devil. Addictions and are affecting your romantic life and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. You're damn Skippy. You working on yourself, things will be so clear to you when the right person comes in. And I feel like you've had people come in, come out. This was a huge stepping stone this year for you, Taurus. So please don't be so hard on yourselves. Be light on yourselves. All right. You're like, what did you talk about? I am light on myself. Wisdom. House of Night. What you say? Taurus. Letting go. Yeah, let go and let God. I bet you that's the message here. Letting go. The symbol comes to remind you that freedom is important to everyone. If you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight lest you chase it away. You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. Let others do the same. You're going to be happy that you did that. Miracles come when you let go and allow the magic to happen on its own accord. That's why they're saying it's worth waiting for. Moonology. If I could only find the rubble deck. I think they ran away when I was cleaning the room. Taurus, please. Too many. But let's see. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. And don't let your pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. Guys, this is the shit you've been working on this whole year. Alright? What does that mean? Your ego or your pride, you don't want that to be the downfall or why you're not in a relationship or a situation that you want to be. Just show the world the real you. And when you do, the right person is going to waltz right in and hold your vision. There's something that ties back to this, worth waiting for. It's the universe is working on something for you, so don't give up now. And that's kind of what that's saying there. All right, guys, I will see you over at the extended reading so we can deep dive on these and see what's up. All right, everyone else, I'll see you next week, and let me know how you felt about this type of reading.